I know some players prefer to play portrait games because of some reason that we can enjoy. The main point is we can play the game much easier by using one hand or even one finger is enough to navigate our main hero. For a portrait games, we always find a gacha game system. This game is very identical with a vertical perspective, so on this video you will find the game with gacha-based RPG, MMORPG, storyline, idle, and also AFK game in portrait game visual. Remember to like this video and help us to get 200 likes. Thanks. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Portrait Idle Gacha RPG games Android and iOS. Best portrait vertical games for mobile. Wonderworld. I have been waiting for this game to release globally for about 2 years already, since it has beta testing. Unfortunately, we are only able to use this game in a different language, but it doesn't matter because I can understand the whole gameplay because it's pretty generic with the other action game. Anyway, this game has an auto game, so every single action will launch automatically, like the basic attack, switching the hero, and also unleashing the regular and also ultimate skill. But when you are facing the boss, then you cannot hope to use auto features, because we should get away from the warning zones of the upcoming heavy damage from the boss stage by avoiding it at the right timing. The visual ultimate skill will show us with a high quality graphic. You can make the game full of idle when your 3 main heroes reach a higher level in the power. It will make your dexterity, defense, and strength increase in a significant number. Of course, it will grant your winning rate then. Wonderworld RPG is a very good portrait of idle RPG games and we will get a high star hero of epic quality. This game is the best new action RPG games for mobile you all need to try and enjoy. Magic Chronicles Isekai. Magic Chronicles Isekai RPG. On my second list, I would go straight into the best gacha RPG games in portrait perspective. I'm sure you will love it as I like this game. It has a very interesting graphic with a chibi character design. The combat mechanism is we can deploy 5 heroes. The skill meter will recover over time automatically. We can select an auto cast mode or tap manually. If you would like to play in idle, do 2 times speed up faster and tap the auto clearance stage and it will make the game keep going until all of your heroes die. So we must strengthen them by wearing stronger equipment and leveling up the weapon. The stronger your heroes, the further stage will you reach in auto. Basically, it's up to us to play in idle mode or not, but I prefer to control the skill and unleash it at the right timing. Overall, Magic Chronicles Isekai RPG is one of the best portrait idle gacha game that will give the player one free guarantee to obtain a legacy hero tier. This legacy hero has the same quality as the legendary. Even we pick 3 different heroes and keep re-rolling in multiple times. The visual graphic perfectly optimized such an amazing new gacha idle RPG on portrait for Android. One Piece Dream Pointer. One Piece Dream Pointer. Wow, this is an incredible new One Piece game with a high graphic visual and really has an amazing art style. For a portrait game, I think the games look way too good because mostly the player will prefer to play the landscape rather than this perspective. But I think I was wrong. It's really good to play with one finger. The game mechanism is full of support to play the whole game just by one hand by tapping the screen a few times. The combat mechanism of One Piece Dream Pointer is we'll get some random card as the indicator of our actions. If it has the same card in the same elements, then it will automatically combine and become a better damage then. We can tap the game in auto and let the hero choose their own skill, but it will not be so effective because it will lock the enemy randomly. Much better if we keep focusing on attacking the enemy from the weakest one to reduce their attack number by killing the enemy one by one. Anyway, every turn we were only able to make a 4 move only, so be wise on selecting your best heal card to unleash. For the first gacha, we will get a high rank hero of Sanji. One Piece Dream Pointer is the best game vertical RPG in gacha based on mobile. Dragon Age Pulse Adventure. Dragon Age Pons Adventure. For a portrait gacha game, it has quite a high size. It's about 2.2 GB, but also we need to download more in-game data. I think it will reach 3 GB in total. So before you download it, you can decide to watch this gameplay and know how is the gameplay at all. The main gameplay is it will be set in a dinosaurs era or a Stone Age era, where our heroes are a dinosaurs or a dragon at all. We can hatch and obtain a new hero through gacha. Honestly, we don't have any guarantee of a legendary hero, but I tried to do a common summon hero, then I was really lucky to get a legendary hero. I did it about 5 times already. Seriously, it has a great graphic and is a very good visual skill. The combat speed seems fast and dynamic, even we can finish one match in less than 1 minute. The combat mechanism is every hero will deal a basic attack automatically and will add 2 gauge bar meter. When it reaches 4 reach meters, then the hero will cast his ultimate skill randomly. Anyway, after the combat, especially when we are at the lobby, we can construct more buildings to open up new features and strengthen our hero. Of course, we need more material to construct it, but it's pretty easy to find the material by clearing the daily dungeons. Dragon Age Pulse Adventures is the best portrait idle gacha RPG games for Android and iOS. Fire Emblem Heroes. Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem series. I grew on this game sequel since on GBA version, but on mobile version it has another level. Even all of the character of the Fire Emblem universe is united on it, so we can collect all of the strongest character of the protagonist and also the antagonist. The one thing that I really like the most about this best gacha game RPG is we'll get free guarantee 5-star heroes and able to select different elements of fire, water, nature, healing. Even we can redeem so many 5-star heroes in our first roll in the early stages. So we'll have an easy win to start the game with those 5-star heroes on our side. The combat mechanism of Fire Emblem Heroes is a tactical RPG base, so we should move the hero into a square spot based on your tactical movement. We should try to analyze or make a great strategy to anticipate the enemy's movement at least 1 step ahead. The more we can anticipate their movement, the higher the winning rate we have. The visual skills are pretty good and adorable. This is the best portrait gacha RPG games for Android and iOS. The Legend of Pons. The Legend of Pons. Now we finally have a new multiplayer game from the portrait point of view. So the gameplay is MMORPG games where it is full of automatically mode. Seriously, even when we don't touch the screen for about 3 seconds, then the auto part will directly activate and turn the game into AFK mode. We can reach a very fast new level in a few minutes. The number of the EXP gain is way too much. That's why every single mission we pass through, it will grant our level rise way too high, so we can clear the stage even faster. Anyway, while playing this game, I see there are so many players that are really active walking around, but I doubt they are all just a bot. They don't even chat in the world. But it's okay, because we don't need them as our party, because every mission will be easy to finish by ourselves. In fact, we already have a pet on our side. He will launch the basic attack continuously and automatically, so raising his level will boost our hero's power as well. When we just started the game, we have some hero selections. They all are warriors, assassin, magician, and also archer. The Legend of Pons is the best MMORPG portrait or vertical games for Android and iOS. Pixel Overlord. Pixel Overlord. This game should be your best recommendation if you would like to play any pixel games from a portrait perspective. Seriously, this game is way too good in character design. I love how they create the hero with a cool and beautiful armor design as good as the weapon as well. Unfortunately, I'm not really interested in point of view of these beta looks, because we cannot see the hero's front body. In fact, we only see them from behind. The gameplay is fully an idle gacha RPG game, but also we can obtain new heroes through storyline. Most of the heroes we got have an epic level. They are all really crucial while in battle. We need to level up their level by using a certain amount of in-game gold. It's pretty easy to collect some gold through killing the monster or taking some rewards by an offline mode. So far, we don't even need to do some gacha, because we will get free of higher rank heroes through mission. So our diamond can be kept for every special banner. Pixel Overlord is the best pixel art gacha idle RPG games for Android and iOS. Souls. This is my favorite vertical gacha RPG Android and iOS. The main reason is I can collect a lot of 5-star heroes on my character list. Even once gacha, I could get 5-star heroes at once at the same time. This is really rare on gacha system game I have ever known, especially on mobile platforms. The graphics are not an anime, it has an empire characters design full of armor and equipment looks. I really love to see this game at all. Such a pleasure to see a developer really active on making no pay-to-win gacha game for mobile. The gameplay is fully auto, we don't even need to touch everything while in battle. As I said before, we can keep on the right track by our powerful allies and reach a higher stage just by gear up the character and level up their level. In combat, it has a fast, dynamic and very smooth combat. We can finish every single mission in less than a few seconds, except while we are facing the boss. If you are a newbie, I recommend you to play it because it doesn't have a lot of features to master. Everything seems basic system that we have known on mobile gacha game. Surely this game is good for free-to-play players for mobile. Souls is the best gacha RPG portrait game for Android and iOS. Battle Athena. Battle Athena Dark Olympus. This is the best new portrait game MMORPG for mobile, but it's also full of gacha-based system, so we can summon some new allies like a dragon and the other cool characters monster as the main characters. We can deploy 2 allies on our side. They all will help us a lot in combat. With their power, we can kill massive enemies number at once. The ultimate skill of our pet has a huge area of effect range. Surely it will wipe them out in instant. The gameplay of Battle Athena Dark Olympus has an auto features. We need to tap the mission icon and the hero will get the auto path finding by himself, even if the combat will do in AFK. Overall, I love the graphic. It's really optimized perfectly and looks so sharp and very detailed on many aspects. The character's movement skill seems so unreal. We can even see every single action clearly. Anyway, this game reminds me of Diablo but in a light version. If you notice what the boss monster look like, I'm sure you will notice easily the developer are really big fans of Diablo game or maybe get some inspiration through it. Unfortunately, this MMO cannot rotate the point of view or even cannot zoom in and zoom out. Battle Athena Dark Olympus is the best new game portrait gacha MMORPG in auto for Android and iOS. Ragnarok Rebirth. Ragnarok Rebirth. Finally, we have a new Ragnarok multiplayer games in portrait mode. Look at how the games look so great. It's really insane how the game's developer make a huge effort for just a portrait game. Because this kind of game should become a different perspective rather than a vertical, but the result make me wonder how many players are loving to play this game until now. Even the number of the player is consistently alive on any server it has. The gameplay of Ragnarok Rebirth is allow the player to play in a casual mode, which is it has an auto features on combat and also mission. It's a really good way to gain some EXP along the way. I realize how many monsters respawn in a quick time. Overall, it has the same mechanism on how to improve the character just like the previous Ragnarok series. Leveling system, equipment system, pet system, skill system. The main reason why the developer make the game becomes portrait is because they try to manage the game to become an easy to play MMO. And yes, we are able to do everything with one finger only. This is the best idle MMORPG games for mobile of the top portrait game. Sea of Clouds Infinite. Bonus Sea of Clouds Infinite. As a bonus, I will proudly present this game to you all. It has everything we need to play as an idle RPG for mobile. The game's graphics are nearly perfect. Anime is the main base on the art style, so every single object we will see determine how anime visual is. Anyway, if you love to play an idle RPG with a good character creations, then this game is my suggestion for you. In fact, our hero will keep moving straight forward to face the other monster. After we clear a certain monster, we are able to fight with a huge boss. But anyway, for the early stage, I'm sure you will not get any hard time to face them, even if your basic attack is way too overpowered to conquer the early chapter. The game has some different classes of warrior, assassin, and also magician. All of those classes will become our partner, but anyway, we only can manage one hero only. Sea of Clouds Infinite is the best idle RPG game portrait view. All of these games are the best of the best game idle gacha, so make sure you all enjoy the game as we are happy to find out every single game that we show to you. Remember to help this channel by giving a like and help us to get 1000 likes. See you on the next video. Thanks.